let's play quick to another part of Final Fantasy 16. In the last part, we slew Akashic outside of the blacksmith town, and we're gonna continue on with the quests because there's hundreds of them.
You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
I got a seal! Yay! Why do I need your seal,
And
though?
this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
How?
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoged in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Okay. Is that this quest done? No? We're not done? Return to the hideaway and speak with Blackthorn? Alright, okay. What's this quest? This is the even weirder science quest. What's this? Oh, these are just quests that are around us. There's so many quests. I suppose while I'm here I should go get the even weirder science thing out of the way, right? You know what? No, because there's a teleport stone right there. I don't care. Martha's Rest. Jump over to Martha's Rest, see how long this quest is going to take me. I don't know if this is going to be another, like, 30 minute.
Assuming she's still here.
Don't know if it's going to be another 30-minute quest line. If it is, then I'll just jump back to the hideaway to finish at least Blackthorn's off.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach 'em. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Sure?
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have
This
to.
isn't what I actually meant. I
Yeah.
didn't realize this was a separate.
Keep 'em in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
I didn't realize this was a separate quest that I was doing.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
You mean the
I'll take your word
chocobos?
for it.
Aww.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Okay, well this wasn't the quest I meant to put on. I didn't click prioritize because you're only allowed to have 3 prioritized at once, and well, I mean, sorry, where is the person I'm looking for?
Anything catch your eye?
Breath of Light, Satellite. Breath of Ice, Rhyme? Satellite and Rhyme? What does Rhyme do? Rhyme and Satellite. I don't know what the names of the ones I have on are actually called. I need to learn my abilities names. Diamond Dust Gouge, Raging Fist, Rising Flames, Kick Off Flare. Big moves. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the hideaway to get this quest ticked off then. Because I think I probably just need to speak to them and then I can put Martha's one on.
Come back.
Yote? Wait, what, Yote? Hello? Is Joshua in that back here? No?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
I thought they'd came back.
Ah, don't himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
I don't see why it needs an
A
engraving.
team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
They made this very dramatic, didn't they? Sometime later.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Oof.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Yeah.
A list of materials.
Excalibur?
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Well, that's nice. Do I get a sword? Do I get a sword? Do I get a sword? Ragnarok 325. Gotthard Dammering design draft. Gotthard Dammering. Recipe unlocked. Thanks. Did it automatically equip the sword for me, or do I need to do that? I feel like I need to do that. How dare I not automatically equip my sword? It didn't! How dare it? Alright, let me see what Gotthard Dammering needs.
What do I owe the honor? I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Okay. So this is. So which one's more damaging? Excalibur isn't even as strong as. I've already made Excalibur. That's why, right? What do I need here? I got Ragnarok. I need Orichalcum, Dark Steel, and Primitive Battlehorn. Two of them are from hunts, which is fine. All of this stuff is from hunts.
Anything else?
Right.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Try to think what's the best one to do. Sir Wade's one, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna go do this one. I'm just trying to think, because these all seem to be taking like a full part to do. These quests all seem to be really long. And a good few of my parts this kind of stream, this session, have went over like 30 minutes already. Because I couldn't really break them up any other way. So just trying to keep a bit shorter.
Ah, Lord Rossfield, what brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
The Horde, I assume?
They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
Or they could just all get slaughtered, but hey-ho.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter
Yeah, pretty much.
to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves?
Why has she got a frying pan?
Like free men and women!
What was the need for the frying pan?
give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Didn't go very well for the last people who inhabited Eastpool, to be fair.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
I highly doubt that's the quest done. I assume we maybe need to help with the fighting.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
So what's happening? Are we gonna get flung right into this, or...? Oh yeah, it sounds like we're getting flung right into it.
The calm before the storm.
Oh well. I mean, I was gonna do this in the next part, but I guess I have no choice.
I will not let this village fall.
Again. Not let it fall. Again. I was gonna say, that did not even hit. What happened there? Hold on. I'm trying to get it in the line so I can hit everyone. Close enough. I don't get the whole point of the whole frostbite thing. Like, it freezes them for a second. Woo. Oh no, there's chocobos. sad when the chocobos go Akashic. Come on, get everyone. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Shiva's abilities. Like, how? I don't know. I don't know. At least that didn't take too long.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What?
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
That's a lot of back and forth we're doing, isn't it? Well, at that point we'll be ending off here. Like I said, these quests are really, really long, it seems, so we're just gonna have to do this in parts. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to poke that like button, subscribe, and comment your comments, because they are comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!